Hey guys, welcome back to my 1022 Zero to Hero build. It's been way too long. I've been too busy. I've been working way too much, doing everything but building this, unfortunately. So today we're actually going to add some accessories to the gun. So I have a bunch of accessories here, starting with this ARCA rail from MDT. And along with the ARCA rail, I have a bag here, not really for the rail, but I do have a different bag. This is an Armageddon Gear grip changer. And this actually attaches to the ARCA rail. So I can add a bag to it. And also for the ARCA rail, I have an MDT SkyPod. We're also going to be throwing this on it. This is a Vortex Strike Eagle 5x25. I cannibalized this off a varmint hunting gun that I have. The actual scope is going to be a Tractoric 4.5 by 30, I believe, which has been ordered, but it's back ordered like every other part that I try and order now. So let's get started here. So first things first, let's put this ARCA rail on. So in the bag we have the ARCA rail itself. You'll see our M-lock attachments here. You have your screws that it comes with, and they threw in an MDT chamber flag. This is the 8.5 inch ARCA rail from MDT. It's actually going to connect right in here. You'll see I have a little bit of overhang, but it's going to look good when it's on. So to make this easier to film, I actually took the handguard off. So the M-lock rail connects in like this, and then we're going to take our M-lock nuts. They're going to go in here, and then the bolts will connect in from the other side. Okay, now that that's on, you can see it all done here. I'll show you how the accessories work. So here's my ARCA bag from Armageddon Gear in Area 419, and it just slides in. So super quick. Tighten that up, and it's solid. The rail also came with these little stoppers here. So you can screw those in so you have a hard stop. So as you're putting on gear, it would come to the end, tighten up if you want, and that's that. So let's get this handguard back on the chassis here. Rail back on the chassis, looks great. I don't think I'm going to put these little stoppers on because I can actually slide accessories on from the back. I have enough clearance here without doing too much damage. So could improve speed, I guess. So now it's time to unbox this MDT SkyPod, see how it fits. Okay, so not a whole lot in the box. Pretty much a sticker, some instructions, and an Allen key for some maintenance. So here's the SkyPod itself. These are super grippy. That was the first thing I noticed. This is like 60 grit sandpaper glued on there. The legs actually deploy without a button. Put them back up. We have this for the leg extension. So those just pull out. Super easy. That there is used to deploy them. You'll notice it's super wide. Look how wide that stance starts as. In the back, we can control from there. Here we actually have our tilt lock and our ARCA adjustment here. So that's it. That's the MDT SkyPod. So one thing I noticed here right away is look how wide we can actually put these, how low the gun will go. So to the barrel, maybe 6 inches, 5 inches. This might be a better angle. That's pretty low down. Now that that's on, we're gonna put the scope on here. So I'm not gonna actually film this part. There's plenty of good videos on how to put a scope on a rifle, and I'll bring it back when we're done. This is you versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. All right, there it is. The new scope's on. We have our accessories ready to go. We're going to head out to the range, see if we get any improvement here in accuracy. Obviously, these accessories aren't going to improve accuracy themselves, but the scope will help. It'll just help with confidence and stability and everything, so should see some slight gains here. Okay guys, we're back here at the range. We're going to set some targets up on the 50-yard. Here's the 10-22. Starting to look good. Over here I have the different ammo that we're going to use. I'm just going to shoot 9 of the types that seem to work pretty good. I didn't bring too many, but first we got to zero the new scope. Going to zero it with some S&B Canadian match. I'll talk to you guys in a bit. So people probably aren't going to believe this, but that was the first 5 shots, and then I looked at my windage and put it back to 0, and that was after zeroing my windage here. It's kind of funny because this was on a completely different caliber. It was on a 22-250 and I was shooting out to 300, but I guess it's about the same drop as 22 at 50. Okay guys, we're back from the range. I'll just chat quickly about the new gear. So this Armageddon Gear canvas bag works really well. I love it. I like the way it feels and it holds its form really well. So it's a great piece of kit so far. I didn't get a lot of time to use the Armageddon Gear kind of barricade bag that goes on the ARCA rail. I tested it out a little bit, but I was just shooting from the bench, so there wasn't too much I could do there. The MDT SkyPod performed phenomenally, actually. It's I have probably 3 or 4 other bipods. So far my favorite, although they're really expensive. It's hard to justify if you're not going to be serious into it, but it's fairly light for an all-metal aluminum construction. The grip is awesome on the legs. All the controls, really. It's quite stable. Just having the legs all the way out and all the way down. The gun was just so low, nice and stable. It's pretty great. The ARCA rail from MDT. Great job, nice and tight. It looks great. I like the way it sticks out here. Yeah, I know some people don't like them to stick out too far. You'll actually get some bounce and some play if it's out too far, but I like it to stick out a little bit there. And the scope, the 5x25 Strike Eagle, works pretty good. It's not the best scope in the world. The eye box is kind of finicky, although for the price, it's a pretty awesome scope for PRS. I do have a new scope coming from Tract. But I think it's back ordered until September at least. Okay, so now let's talk about the groups. So I shot these. After zeroing, and they was all with the same ammo type. So this was the S&B Canadian match, and this was just showing the variation in wind. It was kind of gusty out there, so all of the groups need to be taken with a grain of salt after, because it was gusting up and down, and sometimes there'd be no wind. It looked like it was going to rain for a bit, and then it got sunny, so the weather was all over the place for the time that I was out there. So the actual groups here, we'll start in the top left. This is the Ely HV Hollow up there. It's okay. Within an inch probably. Next we have Ely 10X. This stuff is really expensive, doesn't perform. It's not really worth it for that kind of performance. The top right was surprising. So that's Ely Force, and traditionally this is done really well in this gun. I don't know what's changed. I think it's a different box, but I can't imagine the different lot numbers making that much of a difference here. On the left, we have RWS Special Match. That performed okay. I have a lot of this stuff, and I thought it was cheaper than it is. It's actually kind of expensive. I think I got it on sale or something, because I wouldn't have bought that much at the current price. Here in the middle, we have S&B Rimfire Canadian Match. This stuff's pretty good. For how cheap it is, It's pretty awesome. It's about $5-6 Canadian a box. That's about the price of CCI standard, and shoots better in this gun. So over here, Ely Sport. It did a lot better this time than it did previously, but it's still more expensive than some of the others, so there's not really a point. Down in the bottom left, Biathlon Extreme. Not very good. This gun doesn't seem to like it. Bottom middle, Lapua Exact. Really good group, although this stuff is like $20 or $30 a box, so it's a no-go. And in the bottom right, what looks like 3 holes is a 5-hole or a 5-round group. And this Lapua Polar Biathlon works really well in this gun. So that's about it. I'm going to have another video coming out soon. We're going to get our new kid trigger into here and test it out. A new barrel's been ordered, scope has been ordered, buttstock is still remaining. So I really need to order the new buttstock. It's just not in. There's none in stock. I can't pre-order it. It's been annoying. I also have a new upper ready to go and all internals. So yeah, new videos coming soon, new parts on the way. Next, I think this weekend actually, I'm gonna get that kid trigger in here and we'll go from there. We'll start to see big accuracy gains, I think, coming up. With all new internals, new trigger, new barrel on the way. It's gonna be good. Have a good one.